Most people assume that happiness in our later years depends on how much we saved, how well we invested, or whether we lucked into circumstances that kept our financial worries small. But if you look closely at the seniors who live comfortably, sometimes even joyfully, on surprisingly little money, you notice something that challenges everything society teaches about wealth. These seniors aren't winning the lottery, they aren't sitting on hidden trust funds, and they often aren't even getting much financial support from family. Yet somehow, they walk through their days with a calm that many people with twice the income can't find. You'll see them smiling at the park bench, laughing over coffee, waving to neighbors from the garden gate. They carry a peace that seems almost impossible in a world where everything feels expensive and everyone feels rushed. And when you ask them how they do it, they don't give financial formulas. They talk about habits, deep, personal habits that shape mindset, money decisions, relationships, curiosity, meaning, and daily joy. 6 habits, to be exact, that quietly transform an ordinary life into one filled with contentment. These aren't tricks or shortcuts. They're practices developed from years of experience, change, challenge, and reflection. And the seniors who master them prove something powerful. You don't need much money to live well. You need to understand what actually creates richness in a day. What follows are 6 of the most overlooked habits that help seniors thrive on modest incomes, and how those habits create a life that feels fuller, calmer, and far more rewarding than many people ever expect. Let's begin with a habit that seems simple but shapes everything that follows. The quiet power of mindset rituals. Some seniors begin their day with a ritual so small it's easy to overlook, yet it sets the tone for everything they do. Before the morning noise begins, before bills cross their minds, before chores start, before errands pull them away, they pause. Sometimes it's with a pen and notebook. Other times it's with a cup of coffee, a few deep breaths, or a moment by the window watching the first light touch the street. These moments aren't about pretending life is perfect. They're about choosing the lens through which the day will be seen. Many of these seniors learned early in life that waiting for circumstances to get better before feeling settled is a losing strategy. So instead, they build their own sense of stability. They note the smallest things that brought comfort the previous day: a chat with a neighbor, the taste of warm soup, the satisfaction of finishing a small task. They anchor themselves to tiny truths that remind them their lives still contain warmth, connection, and purpose. Take Nora, a 79-year-old widow who lives in a modest one-bedroom apartment. Her income barely covers the basics, yet she radiates gratitude. Each morning, she writes down a phrase she heard from her grandmother: "Find the blessing hiding in plain sight." For her, that blessing might be the sun falling on her kitchen table or the smell of bread from the bakery downstairs. Not luxurious, just real. With this mindset, challenges feel less intimidating. Bills still arrive, groceries still cost money, and life still shifts, but she doesn't feel controlled by those things. This habit doesn't erase problems. It prevents problems from overshadowing everything else. Seniors who practice it say they feel steadier, more capable, and more appreciative of the parts of life that money can't buy. And once mindset becomes a foundation, other habits naturally fall into place. But mindset alone isn't enough. Something else keeps their days rich even when budgets are tight. Hidden networks of support. Strong communities don't always look like big events or formal gatherings. Sometimes they look like simple routines that quietly knit lives together. Seniors who live well on small incomes tend to build these networks without fanfare. They learn people's names at the library, greet the same neighbors during morning walks, chat with the cashier who always works the Tuesday shift. Over time, These small interactions become a safety net that protects them from loneliness, fear, and the feeling of facing life alone. Consider a man named Louis, 83, who moved into a new town after his wife passed away. He didn't know anyone, but he started by saying hello to people at the community center. Eventually, he joined a weekly puzzle group, then a Friday morning coffee circle, then a book exchange that takes place behind the town hall. None of these activities cost him anything, but each one expanded his sense of belonging. Louis now says that he feels held by the village, even though he lives alone. These networks aren't built through money. They're built through consistency. A few minutes here, a conversation there, a willingness to show up. Seniors who live well on little money understand that companionship is one of the most powerful forms of wealth. It protects mental health, reduces daily stress, and replaces the pressure of spending with the comfort of sharing life with others. And while relationships strengthen emotional well-being, they also unlock another layer of richness, the ability to enjoy life's simple pleasures without needing anything extravagant. Mastering the art of simple pleasures. There's something deeply grounding about the way many seniors approach daily joy. They don't rush from task to task or chase constant stimulation. Instead, they linger. They savor. They pay attention in a way that makes ordinary moments feel meaningful. You'll see seniors who live on small budgets take slow morning strolls just to watch the world wake up. They'll sit on porches as the breeze moves through nearby trees, turning an ordinary hour into a calming ritual. They tend gardens, not because they're grand or impressive, but because tending something living gives a sense of purpose. They borrow stacks of library books, pick up puzzles, join card games, or sit with coloring pages that bring quiet satisfaction. These pleasures cost little or nothing, yet they fill time with warmth instead of wanting. Younger people often rush past these moments, unaware that they're skipping some of life's best sources of peace. Seniors who thrive aren't chasing novelty, they're celebrating presence. Take May, a 72-year-old former nurse who lives on disability payments. Her favorite moment of the day is sitting by her window around dusk. She watches the sky fade into muted colors and listens to the neighborhood wind down. That hour, she says, is her reminder that life doesn't need to be loud or expensive to be beautiful. Simple pleasures create emotional breathing room. They help older adults slow their pace and enjoy what they have instead of longing for what they don't. They're reminders that richness isn't always measured in dollars. It's measured in the way a moment feels. But while these habits shape joy, another set of habits helps them stay grounded in practical matters without feeling overwhelmed by financial limits. Purposeful spending and subtle strategy. To an outsider, the budgets of seniors living on small incomes often look impossibly tight. Yet when you study how they spend, patterns emerge that explain how they stretch dollars without feeling deprived. Their secret isn't extreme frugality, it's precision. They make decisions with intention, not fear. For example, many seniors run their budgets like personal value statements. They know exactly what matters to them and spend accordingly. They'll gladly invest in a warm winter coat or shoes that protect their joints, but they won't buy things they don't truly need. They wait for sales, rely on reward programs, and share resources with neighbors. Their spending becomes a quiet expression of self-respect rather than stress. Take Irene, 75, who keeps a handwritten list of items she might want someday. Not things she wants impulsively, things she wants mindfully. She revisits the list every few weeks, crossing out items she no longer feels strongly about. By the time she actually buys something, she's sure it will add meaning to her life. That small habit eliminates clutter, reduces waste, and protects her limited funds. Seniors who thrive financially also use community resources that many younger adults overlook. They borrow tools from community sheds, join food share programs, visit free art events, and use senior transportation services. These resources aren't signs of struggle, they're signs of wisdom. And perhaps most importantly, they prioritize experiences over possessions. A lunch with a friend, a low-budget day trip, a community concert, a museum day pass. These moments bring more joy than random purchases ever could. With strategic spending in place, these seniors avoid financial panic and create room for something even more important: curiosity. Curiosity as fuel for a full life. People often assume curiosity fades with age. But for seniors who live well on limited incomes, curiosity becomes a lifeline. It keeps the mind sharp, gives each day a sense of possibility, and prevents life from becoming monotonous. These seniors treat learning as a hobby, not a task. Some pick up new languages through free online courses. Others study history, cooking, bird watching, local culture, or family ancestry. They join free workshops at community centers, attend lectures at libraries, or participate in weekly discussion groups. Curiosity doesn't require money, it requires engagement. When seniors continue learning, they feel energized. They stay connected to the world around them and maintain a sense of momentum, even if their routines are simple. Take Arthur, 81, who became fascinated with architecture after watching a documentary at the library. He now sketches buildings as a hobby, attends community meetings about local preservation, and leads a group that takes free walking tours around the city. Learning transformed his days from quiet solitude into vibrant involvement. Curiosity also strengthens resilience. Seniors who stay interested in new topics adapt more easily to changes, whether it's new technology, shifting finances, or health adjustments. Curiosity reminds them that growth doesn't stop at retirement. Life can still surprise you, still teach you, still give you reasons to get up in the morning. And as powerful as curiosity is, one final habit creates an even deeper sense of fulfillment. Curiosity as fuel for a full life. People often assume curiosity fades with age. But for seniors who live well on limited incomes, curiosity becomes a lifeline. It keeps the mind sharp, gives each day a sense of possibility, and prevents life from becoming monotonous. These seniors treat learning as a hobby, not a task. Some pick up new languages through free online courses. Others study history, cooking, bird watching, local culture, or family ancestry. They join free workshops at community centers, attend lectures at libraries, or participate in weekly discussion groups. Curiosity doesn't require money, it requires engagement. When seniors continue learning, they feel energized. They stay connected to the world around them and maintain a sense of momentum, even if their routines are simple. Take Arthur, 81, who became fascinated with architecture after watching a documentary at the library. He now sketches buildings as a hobby, attends community meetings about local preservation, and leads a group that takes free walking tours around the city. Learning transformed his days from quiet solitude into vibrant involvement. Curiosity also strengthens resilience. Seniors who stay interested in new topics adapt more easily to changes, whether it's new technology, shifting finances, or health adjustments. Curiosity reminds them that growth doesn't stop at retirement. Life can still surprise you, still teach you, still give you reasons to get up in the morning. And as powerful as curiosity is, one final habit creates an even deeper sense of fulfillment. Giving back and creating purpose. Here's the unexpected truth. Many seniors who live with the least give the most. Not financially, but emotionally, socially, and spiritually. They know that purpose doesn't come from what you keep, it comes from what you share. Some volunteer at food banks. Some mentor young people. Some fold donated clothes, organize community meals, or knit blankets for hospital patients. Others offer companionship to neighbors living alone. These acts of service don't require a big budget. They require empathy, time, and the desire to create meaning. Consider Ruth, a 78-year-old with arthritis who can't stand for long, but still volunteers weekly at a senior phone call program. She spends hours talking with people who feel forgotten. She says that every conversation reminds her that she's part of something bigger, that her voice matters, and her time is valuable. Seniors who serve others say it adds depth to their lives that money can't replicate. It gives them a role, a reason to show up, a sense that their story continues to matter. Studies consistently show that volunteering improves emotional well-being, boosts energy, and even supports better health. For seniors living on small incomes, giving back replaces the fear of not having enough with the feeling of contributing something meaningful. It turns scarcity into abundance. And once all these habits combine, something powerful happens. Life becomes rich in the ways that truly matter. When you look closely at seniors who live happily on modest incomes, you realize their secret isn't luck. It's mastery of the invisible habits that shape how each day feels. They begin with a calm mindset, build meaningful connections, savor simple pleasures, spend with intention, stay curious, and give back in ways that enrich their communities. These habits transform small budgets into full lives. You might notice pieces of your own life reflected in their stories. Maybe you already enjoy quiet mornings or meaningful conversations. Maybe you felt the peace that comes from a simple sunset or the pride of mastering a new skill. Or maybe this video made you rethink what truly creates a rich life. The truth is, you don't need a large bank account to feel secure. You don't need endless possessions to feel fulfilled. You don't need perfect circumstances to feel grateful. What you need are habits that ground you, inspire you, and remind you of what really matters. If even one of these habits spoke to you, consider trying it this week. Write down a few things you appreciate. Reach out to someone you haven't spoken to in a while. Explore a new hobby. Volunteer for an hour. Make one intentional decision with your money. Let curiosity guide you to something unexpected. A meaningful life isn't built overnight. It's built piece by piece, moment by moment, habit by habit. And if these seniors have shown anything, it's that you can start wherever you are, no matter your age, income, or circumstances. Thank you for watching. Tell us in the comments which habit you plan to try first. And if this video brought you value, liking and sharing it helps us continue making content that informs and inspires. We can't wait to see you in the next video.